friends. Hope you're doing well. So I came across a tweet today that I want to read to you because I feel it's hit me pretty good. It's from a guy named Brad Stolberg. He's an author. He's written a bunch of really good books. I'll leave some links in the description down below if you want to check them out. Highly recommend them. So he says, sustainable excellence while maintaining mental health requires having an identity outside of your craft so that you are not enmeshed with every high and low. So that's something that that hit me really hard because I'm over the years of being a full-time freelance production guy, camera person, whatever you want to call what I do, there's been times where, there's gaps in work, there's shoots that don't go well, there's projects that just go badly for any number of reasons. And when you're a creative, that gets to you and it becomes depressing, and because your work is who you are, that's your identity. And so often I feel like people that make stuff that are creatives for a living get so laser focused on their identity, because you kind of have to be to make it work, at least at the beginning. And over the last couple years, I've found that that's kind of the lows don't hit as low as they used to, and I like to think that's because I've diversified my identity out a little bit, and there's more to my life than just the work I'm creating, how much work I'm creating, how much I'm getting paid to make those stuff, and how good it is, Ever since I started playing hockey again, ever since I started investing, dating my girlfriend, there's all these little things. YouTube is another example. The more and more I take this seriously, seeing the numbers go up every month, sometimes they go down, but that's okay because it's a secondary, tertiary, I don't know, the quadriary thing. And there's more things that make up who I am. If a shoot doesn't go bad, that's okay because I know I'm still a good boyfriend. I know my investments are doing okay. I know I'm kicking ass out on the ice, or at least I'm trying my best. I'm spending a lot of time working out and exercising and trying to get as good at hockey as I can. And I'm making YouTube content that seems to help a lot of people, or at least it gives one guy a chance to troll me. So I think that's so important is having things, having hobbies. And I feel like as a society we're quickly losing the idea of having a hobby. It feels like everything has to be monetized. You make a good cupcake for your friend's birthday and they're like, you should be a baker. Or you play guitar and people are like, that's great, you should record your songs. And it's like everything has to be monetized, or it just feels like a waste of time. And I think that's because we're in this capitalist hellscape of a society right now where just everything kind of sucks, right? And it's hard to just live. And so it's if you could do anything that helps you dig out of the hole that's just trying to constantly grind you and push you deeper into the hole, why wouldn't you? Especially if it's something you enjoy, if you like baking, why wouldn't you start a side hustle where you make cookies and cupcakes and cakes for people? And I think it's hard to reject that. It just seems logical, but I think having that other thing, having things that aren't your career, that aren't tied to monetization, just things you do for yourself that make you feel good, I think that's so important to protect that stuff. I was making a YouTube channel for hockey and I've kind of fallen off that a little bit, largely because I don't want hockey to be something else I'm monetizing. I want that to be not sacred, but I want it to be kind of special. And I think that I feel like I have a lot of things I could contribute to that space, a lot of knowledge that's now well is exciting to me. It's it's not the best use of my time because I could help people in better ways with production advice, which is what my other YouTube channel is. Go check it out. Links in the description. But also, it robs me of a thing I find meditative. It's weird to think of hockey as like a meditative thing, but I get out on the ice and everything, all my problems, you have to, when you're on the ice, everything is moving so fast, you can't really process all of the things happening outside of the rink. You kind of lock in to what's on the ice. And I know not a ton about meditation, but that feels a lot like meditation. You're just there. You're focusing on what you have to do. You know, like in that moment, there's nowhere to be. There's nothing to do but the thing in front of you. And there's just a destination, you know, it's like till the ice is up, you know, that's it. And I think having that time to reset your brain, to turn your brain off, is so helpful. And I know there's people that use substances to do that, and I can't. I've never really clicked with that. You know, I've tried the alcohols, and I just don't like how I feel when I get drunk, and it's just not. That stuff's just not for me. And so, like, for me, I guess I just needed something else, and I've realized this over the last couple years. I probably started playing hockey again in maybe 2017, 2018, something like that. I don't remember. I think I think this upcoming year will be my 4th season back, but I took a season off because of COVID. Just having that thing has grown my identity from the camera guy, and I found that I used to get really jealous when people who I thought were below me skill-wise would get jobs that I thought I was a better fit for. But then, maybe, I don't know if it's because I'm more mature and I realize, like, that's not really how everything works. Like, it's not a meritocracy in almost anything. And there is politics to it, there is a business, there is an art, you know, to schmoozing and that stuff. And so that's part of has helped me, but also not locking in my identity. Like, if I lose a client and they decide to go another way with stuff, it stings still. Obviously, it's always going to sting because it's a financial hit, but it doesn't sting as much as it used to because, and part of that maybe is because I've gained and lost so many clients over the years. It's like, okay, that happens. That's just business. You know, when like a new marketing person comes in, they bring in the people they like. Like, that's just because there's a relationship. They know them. That's how they want to do things. So it happens. Or there's, you know, like a lot of places are going in-house with their people. Like, they're hiring staff that they used to outsource, you know, because they're making way more videos than they used to, or there's a better demand for it. And so they've allowed the budget for it. And to be fair, some of those companies were paying me enough money that it could have been a salaried position for, you know, someone fresh out of college making $30,000 a year. That's just what it is. So, yeah, I think I've never seen it put so succinctly and so like, and so I just kind of wanted to take some time to share that with people. And if you're trying to do something creativity based, or even if you're not, if your identity is kind of locked up in one thing, diversify. That's my advice, you know, like, and I guess the question is, I think a lot of people have trouble is like, where do I start with hobbies, you know? And there's so many, and forgive me, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but there's so many boring people out there that like don't have hobbies. They just work and they go home and they like watch TV and movies, and like TV and movies can kind of be a hobby, but not in the way a lot of people do, because like a lot of people come home and they just watch whatever, like they're not invested, you know. It's kind of just like, I guess we're watching this, you know. Even the guy who's, you know, the sports nerds who were like, did you see what the Maple Leafs, who they're traded, what new goalie they got? Like, that's really exciting, you know, like they're invested in something, and it's something else. And I think that's important. But I think my advice to anybody who's like, how do I get started with hobbies? I would say, what did you enjoy as a kid? Because I'm finding now at 35, I started playing hockey again. I've been playing the guitar a little more than I used to. Excuse me. I've been making YouTube videos, which that's not something I did as a kid, but I've been finding like old video games I really liked. Like when I was in college, I played tons of tower defense games. I've been playing Balloons, TD6 a ton lately, and I'm like, yeah, like I have things that I'm like, again, you know, investing, girlfriend, hockey, creativity, YouTube, having all these things, you know. Man, it's real stuffy. I made a bunch of shorts before this. If you're following my saga of trying to make 31 shorts in 31 days, I kind of took a couple days off. So just before this, I made like 5 shorts, I think. I don't know. But like shorts don't come out in one shot. Like they do eventually. But like I'll record like 10 minutes to get the one shot in. So I made like 5 of them. So that's probably an hour of talking. So my voice is probably getting it. So I probably won't make this too long today. But yeah, so like things, what did you enjoy as a kid? Like, did you enjoy riding bikes? Like, riding bikes is still fun as just all at get out, right? Like, I love getting my bike out, going on the trail, and just whipping 20 miles. Like, I know I didn't do that as a kid. Yeah, I didn't even ride a bike as a kid. But like old video games, the tower defense games, I found Roller Coaster Tycoon. You can get it on the phone and the iPad. It's like $5. Still great. Still love doing that. There's just a lot. Like get the things you liked as a kid. Start there and kind of branch off of that. And like with that, I feel like there is a quote that I liked. It's I don't know it exactly, but it's like every person should have 3 hobbies. 1 to make you money, 1 to be creative, and 1 to keep you physically fit. So I guess in this sense, YouTube is my chance to make money. Creativity, playing guitar, keep me fit, hockey, and I feel now that I've got kind of that complete package, I feel better. I feel, you know, I'm not gonna say less distracted because obviously I'm more distracted than ever, but I feel like it's easier for me to find time to relax by doing type A shit because I'm a type A personality. Like I can't just sit, you know, I need to be doing stuff, and so I need to be making daily ASMR videos and YouTube shorts. And like, how many YouTube channels do I have? Like 3's not enough. Start a 4th one. And so just having all of that, I feel like gives me like a richer life because I have trouble with like friendships because it's so hard for me to like when people are like, we should hang out, we should get beer. I'm like, I don't fucking hang out with anybody but my girlfriend and my dog because like I cannot stand to like, let's go to the bar and watch a game. Like I could do like once a year. I could go to the game in real life if it's hockey like once, twice a year. That's like my limit. I just can't. It just feels like a giant waste of time. It's not me. And so like when people are like, oh yeah, we're going drinking and we're going party, I can't do it. I something, I don't know. I did that in my 20s to experienced it. I tried it. And I do miss having friends because I had a good time with them. But what inevitably happens is like I'll reach a point in the night and it's way faster than everybody else where I'm like, this is a waste of time. I don't find it relaxing. I don't find it, you know, it's fun, but I don't find it relaxing. I don't find it, it exhausts me. I'm, you know, like there's a lot of people like, I'm an introvert. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like the fact that we're talking right now, the fact that you asked me to hang out tells me you're not an introvert. I don't want to gatekeep introversion, but like there's a spectrum, and if introversion is over here, I'm like so close like tell into like the autism spectrum of introverted. Sorry if anybody's actually autistic. My brother's autistic, which is interesting to see. Which is weird that I don't know. Oh, autistic people. That's such a weird thing. That's a whole other thing I could get involved in. It's just like autism. It doesn't mean like it means something, but like it's such a wide like outcome. Like I feel like it doesn't have meaning. That's like if somebody was like, "Oh, what are your hobbies?" and you were just like, "Sports," and you're like, "Which one?" and you're like, "Oh, there's so fucking many of them," right? It could be anything. It could be so many things. So, yeah, there you go. That's my helpful tip. I saw a tweet. I liked it. Wanted to share it with you. Hope that resonates with you. Hope that does something for you. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're doing good, or you're doing good in the world. And yeah, I can't remember my sign off. I've said it like 400 times. I hope you're doing well. There you go. If I remembered it. I hope you're doing well, and if not, I hope things turn around for you real soon. Thank you so much for watching. Go get a hobby. Or maybe watching this is your hobby. I don't know. If it is, thank you. I'll see you next time.